Hello, hello, everyone. My name is Paul Bauer, and I am a realtor here in the Lincoln and Omaha area with Red Door Realty. And today is another bow tie business spotlight. And today with me, I have Claire Briney, and she is the owner and operator of Paint Yourself Silly. I thought I would actually wear kind of my most paint yourself silly type bow tie to kind of go with the name of your business. So how are you doing today, Claire?
Thanks. I'm doing really well. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
My pleasure. My pleasure. I mean, Paint Yourself Silly has been here for 20 years now, which is awesome. I know a lot of people in town are going to look forward to this to kind of get to know you in the business a little bit more. And so, leading in to the first question, tell us a little bit about yourself and your business.
Yeah. So as you said, my name's Claire. I just came into owning Paint Yourself Silly not too recently. I am a lover of crafting, arts in general. I was born and raised in Lincoln, so I grew up coming to Paint Yourself Silly. It's a place with a lot of happy memories for me. Got my degree in studio arts from the University at Lincoln and kind of stumbled my way into working at this paint your own pottery shop and loved it and got the opportunity to own and run it and to keep our creative legacy going into the future.
Yeah, and that's pretty awesome. So how did you, if it doesn't take too long, how did you kind of come into owning Paint Yourself Silly? You said that you worked there, so was it kind of a transition like that?
It was, yeah. I was looking for stuff after I got my degree that was kind of a combination of art, but also education with a big kind of fixture on community engagement. And so I was like, the stepping stone of working at Paint Yourself Silly is like, okay, maybe this is like a path towards the career that I want. And then I
Gotcha.
ended up getting along really well with the previous owner and the founder. Worked for her for about 4 years, and when she proposed retirement, I was like, dang, I kind of want to do what you do. Let's make this happen. So I just bought the studio, both studios from her at the beginning of 2020. And yeah, turns out it's the part of my career that I'm really passionate about.
That's awesome. I've noticed a growing theme here where either businesses have been started or been taken over last year. And I mean, it's pretty awesome. It goes back to what I've said previously of, the Lincoln community and things like that. And I would imagine, if things are still going well, it means that you're carrying on that tradition, of paint yourself silly, because a lot of people, like when we were kids and stuff like that, most likely went. And now, their kids, they're taking their kids to it. So it is kind of cool that there is that tradition still going on. And so what we'll do now is going to share Claire's website here of Paint Yourself Silly. And she is going to go over a few things here. And
Yeah, for
so, yeah.
sure. So yeah, welcome to our website. Yeah, for those who don't know, we are a paint your own pottery studio, locally owned and operated in Lincoln. So if we want to go to the See How It Works tab there, I'll kind of walk you through what we offer. Because while paint your own pottery is our main feature, it's what we do on a walk-in basis every day. I think it's what people know us best for. Um, People coming in to paint their own pottery just choose the item that they would like. We've got figurines, household goods, food and beverage ware, lots of fun things. We help you choose the paint colors, pottery glazes, and then we set you free to explore and create with a lot of techniques. And our staff is there always to kind of help you along, guide you through, answer any questions. You leave your pottery with us. We run it through our pottery ovens, our kilns, and then it is ready to go home and be a lasting memory or usable object for decades to come. What people don't always know about us is that we also do clay sculpting. Clay days are at Pine Lake. That's kind of a new thing that we'd started offering not too long ago. And glass fusion is our specialty at the Pioneer Woods location. So we've got these other fired arts experiences that are also available on a walk-in basis during the week that are really, really fun. Um, and yeah, we have a couple, weekly specials that I'd like to highlight. There's always something going on at the studios. Friendly Friday, I know, is a lot of people's favorite. That's like our version of happy hour. So every Friday night, there's discounted studio time from 6 to 9. And then we also have a couple of those discount special days for glass fusion and clay as well. If you're feeling kind of intimidated to just walk in and choose this craft, we also have a lot of workshops that are a little further down on the page. So for kiddos of all ages, we have story time, which is aimed at 2 to 6 year old children. We read a story on Thursday mornings at our Pioneer Woods location and do a project along with it. And that's kind of like a really low cost way to get your kids playing around with fired arts. And then our after school art club is at Pine Lake, and that's been a really big hit, especially this past year, because we have really small class sizes. And we take grade schooler children and walk them through a guided project, usually with clay sculpting, which is a really fun tactile experience for them. And then for grown-ups, we've got Adult Craft Night, which happens on the third Thursday of every month. That's an event that I teach personally, and I'm always really excited about. And we alternate between pottery painting and glass fusion. So if you're looking for a guided project or a date night out, that's always a fun one as well. Yeah, and our event calendar is up next. So we just started doing this in 2020. We revamped our online sign up so you can see the weekly spread of things if you're browsing for stuff to do with your family or with your friends, and it makes it really easy to pick and choose and sign up for events and classes on the website. Yeah, I highly recommend checking it out. It's fun, and if you ever have questions or want to see what we do, that's awesome as well. Parties we're hoping will come back soon. Those have been on hiatus, but whenever whenever we're able to have many more guests in our studio, birthdays are always a big deal for us as well. But yeah, that's the website.
And I got to ask a couple questions relating to your website because I saw a couple things. So,
For sure.
um, one, the three examples that I saw there of the different things look amazing. It looks like professional did them. The thing that I think would actually be pretty cool is like the glass blowing and, putting those together and things like that. I'm imagining that you've probably seen some very, we'll use the word creative pieces when it comes to all of these things, haven't you?
Yes, yeah. And I think it's fun on our website, the examples of clay, pottery painting, glass fusion. Those are actually all things that our customers made.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Yeah, so we do have a lot of stuff that I make or the founder made or our employees make. A lot of the stuff that we feature is customer pieces because we want to show that it's achievable. Excuse me, it's achievable even if you're not an artist.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, that's good to know. There is some hope for me. And then the second question that I actually have, I saw with the adult night that there's a little question there that says, did we mention that there will be local craft beers there? And so
Yes.
this kind of is a perfect segue into, is there like, who is your support team? Are there businesses here in town that you work with, that you're partnered with? And so that kind of leads into that question.
Yeah, so we were really lucky to get to partner with White Elm really early on in 2020. So I did some guest events at their tap room, which was lovely. And then they went on to support and help supply complimentary beverages for our classes.
Awesome.
Um, all that kind of went up in the air with the whole state of the world. So
Mhm.
we had to suspend our beverage service for a couple classes. We did a couple virtual craft nights. But yes, White Elm Brewery is one of our favorite partners that we've worked with over the past year. They're great.
Gotcha. And is there, like I said, who is a part of your support team? Are there other businesses or people that you are kind of that you work with or partnered with?
Yeah, I gosh, the Lincoln community I just love so much because I thought about this question when you asked, and there are so many. All of our neighbors in the Pioneer Woods shopping complex, a lot of them are local business owners as well, and they've worked together with us on like holiday events, specials, just fun stuff that we can do as a shopping pavilion. Um, and our neighbors over at the Pine Ridge Retail Center have been wonderful as well. And I have got to do a lot of stuff with bringing art to people that may not be able to get out and come out and visit our studios. So retirement homes, we've worked with school programs, daycares. We just have so many people in this community that there's this support relationship that I'm so grateful for.
Yeah, definitely. I think there really is, with Paint Yourself Silly, I think there really is something to be said about when something's hands-on. When you don't know if it's going to be a complete mess or a masterpiece, but just like quote unquote getting your hands dirty, just being one with what you're trying to make and whatnot. I mean, I would imagine people that probably don't make something the greatest, they're probably still proud of it because it's something they made. And how many times, like I grew up on a farm, so I made mud castles and stuff like that, and sticks, whatever. But there's always something about that when it's something you made. Sometimes it doesn't matter, what it looks like. It's just being proud that you actually accomplished something.
Yeah, and that kind of hits on something that made me really passionate about this art studio in the first place is that we get a lot of people coming in that say, "Oh, I'm not creative. I'm going to need a lot of help." And like I get being nervous, but I think the whole I'm not creative thing is nonsense. You've got something that you want to do. Even if it's not the most comfortable medium, you want to play. You want
Mhm.
to make a mess with pretty colors
Yep.
and you walk home with with something that's tangible and long lasting that is going to be a memory for you. And even if you're not happy, like maybe you chose purple when you shouldn't have chose purple, that's fine, but you made this really beautiful memory with your friends and your family and your kids. And taking home kid art, as messy as it can be sometimes, that's a tangible snapshot of who they were at a very quickly evolving age, and I love it.
Yeah, definitely. So is there kind of something, kind of wrapping this up, is there something here in the near future or future that you are looking forward to?
Oh yeah. Oh, like I said, there's always something going on in the studio that I'm excited for. I guess coming up really fast, we're doing a lot of stuff for Valentine's Day
Mhm.
weekend. So we've got our Friendly Friday special, and then on Saturday we're gonna do a Galentine's Day special, which is just
Gotcha.
carrying over that happy hour date night discount into the
Mhm.
evening from 6 to 9. And then Sunday, this is the first time I've made this announcement, we're going to have a little flash sale on take home Valentine's Day projects. So if it's a little too busy or you're in a rush to do something quick and easy on Valentine's Day, come in, grab a bag of take home art, and you'll have something nice to do for a date night with your loved ones at home.
Awesome. Well, yeah, I mean, sounds like a pretty busy weekend, which is always a great thing. Well, with that being said, Claire, thank you so much. This has been such a pleasure. I know a lot of people are really going to enjoy this. And with that, like I said, this is another bow tie business spotlight. Claire with Paint Yourself Silly. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Paul. It's great to be here.